What's up, guys? Welcome back to TheReviewSpace, and today I'm gonna count down the top 10 best and worst PS3 games of 2012. That's right, of the year, the greatest, highest ranked games, and the lowest rated games. And I'm also gonna include the user scores, because all of these are gonna be basically the meta scores from actual professional reviewers and the fans alike. Let's begin with the top 10 best from the Metascores. Alright, number 1, best PS3 game of the year is Mass Effect 3, with a score of 93. Wow, 93. Really high score there, obviously, and one of the highly anticipated games of the year. Came out March 6, 2012. And the Mass Effect series, man, you know what I'm saying, it's been really hot, one of the most popular RPG franchises ever, with a Metascore of 93. Mass Effect 3, apparently the highest ranked PS3 game of 2012. Alright, second place, number 2, would be Journey. That's right, Journey with a score of 92. This one came out on March as well, March 2012. This one is another popular game. Journey coming in at number 2. Alright, number 3, third game, Borderlands 2. Wow, with a score of 91. 91, that's pretty big. Very impressive for Borderlands. Actually, came out September 18, 2012. The sequel to the classic game of 2009, Borderlands 2. And apparently it's even better than Borderlands 1. It's higher ranked. Alright, coming in at number 4, we got Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 with a score of 91. This one came out in December 4, 2012, so one of the later games of the year. Far Cry 3, 91. Coming in at number 5 is Okami HD. How many times has this game been re-released? Seriously. Okami, again! This one came out October 30th, 2012, with a score of 90. So, a Metascore of 90, that's relatively, it's still up there. I mean, Okami is still, it pretty much hasn't changed in terms of critical acclaim. I mean, it's still that really highly praised game. Originally came out for the PS2 way back in like 2006, I believe. I still remember that. Wow. And then I think it was re-released on the Nintendo Wii. I think maybe a couple of years ago, or I don't know, 2007, 2008, something like that. Alright, and coming in at number... What number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Number 6, that's right. NBA 2K13, number 6, with a score of 90. This one came out October 2nd, 2012. Kind of surprised that a sports game made it to the top 10, actually, but it is NBA 2K. These have been some of the most critically acclaimed basketball games I've seen in a while. You know, it's been many years. The 2K series have definitely been one of the more popular ones, and people are taking notice of the NBA 2K games. Alright, coming in at number 7, XCOM Enemy Unknown with a Metascore of 89. Came out October 2012. XCOM Enemy Unknown. Coming in at number 8 is Dishonored. Metascore of 89 again. And actually came out the same exact time as XCOM. So, and they both have the same scores. That's pretty crazy. Coming in at number 9, The Walking Dead Episode 5, No Time Left. Came out November 20th, 2012. There's a Walking Dead games now? I had no idea. Well, I guess I didn't see this one, like, I'm not too surprised with this one. Zombies have been really popular for some reason in the past, you know, year and a half. Especially in the mainstream, you have like this zombie apocalypse crap, and everybody's just talking about zombies left and right. It's become like a massive trend, fad kind of thing. I have no idea why. Maybe in video games it's been around a little bit longer. You know, you're talking about maybe 3-4 years, zombies have been relatively like prominent in video games. And to round out the list, number 10 is FIFA Soccer 13, another sports team-based game with a Metascore of 88. 88. Oh yeah, Walking Dead has 88 as well. This one came out September 25, 2012. So the second sports game would be FIFA Soccer 13. I think I mentioned before that FIFA Soccer 13 is one of the last, if not the last, PS2 game to come out for the PS2. That's right, it came out for the PS2 as well. Can you believe that? Alright, so that's the top 10 Metascores. Now let's talk about the top 10 from the users, because obviously you have to include the, well, the fan scores as well. These are from the fans, the users, the ones who are not the so-called professional reviewers, magazines, and stuff like that. So, number 1 PS3 game according to user score, Machinarium, 9.4. That's pretty big. Machinarium, I've never heard of it, so I don't even know, but if it's a 9.4, it must be really damn good. Coming in at number 2, and amazingly enough, this was also in the Metascore top 10, is Okami HD with a 9.3, even like 0.3 higher than the actual Metascore. So this was probably the only game in this list that got a higher score in the top 10. You know, but from the fans. So that's pretty interesting that Okami, still a beloved game, still one of the more critically acclaimed games. Honestly, I still think that Okami is a slept-on game. It's still one of these underrated titles that, to this day, it really doesn't sell well. You know, not a lot of people play it, or know about it, or care about it. And I think even if it gets re-released over and over again, people just don't care, you know what I mean? Like, when's the last time 10 million people bought Okami, you know what I mean? So it's just good that people are still, like, you know, accepting it for what it is. Alright, number 3, user score, PS3 game, Guardians of Middle-earth with a 9.2. Number 4 is Walking Dead Episode 5, No Time Left, 9.1. Number 5 is Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Awesome that it's in the top 5, really. 8.9, an 8.9, wow. Number 6 is Far Cry 3 with an 8.8 score. Far Cry 3, 8.8. Number 7 is Tokyo Jungle with an 8.8 again. Coming in at number 8, Jet Set Radio with an 8.8 as well. Obviously, this is a re-release. I believe it's on the PSN store. It's gotta be. It can't be a retail version. Jet Set Radio is an old game, you guys, but the fact that it's still getting high and it's in the top 10 user scores, we need more original titles to be on the PS3. Like, we need more actual current gen games. Regardless, number 9 is Derek the Deathfin, 8.8 again, and coming in at number 10, Sonic Adventure 2 with an 8.8, and that's the top 10 user score from the Metacritic user scores. Alright, now let's talk about the top 10 worst video games for PS3 of the year. Oh boy, coming in at number 1 is Amy. That's right, Amy with a Metascore of 33 and a user score of 2.0. So, I mean, nobody likes this game. It looks like crap. Amy has a 33. I mean, come on. Coming in at number 2 is The Expendables 2, the video game, with a 34. Ooh, 34. Coming in at number 3, Doctor Who, The Eternity Clock, 39. Coming in at number 4 is 007 Legends with a 42. Coming in at number 5, Damage Inc. Pacific Squadron World War II with a 43. Number 6 is Battleship with a Metascore of 44. Number 7 is Naughty Bear, Panic in Paradise with a Metascore of 44. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse is coming in at number 8 with a Metascore of 47. But it does have a user score of 7.2, and even Naughty Bear has a user score of 7.4, so... Coming in at number 9, Risen 2 Dark Waters, 47. And coming in at number 10, Lights Camera Party, user score of 5.5 and a metascore of 49. 49. Alright, so that's the top 10 worst PS3 games and the top 10 best. Reading between the lines, it seems like Okami is probably the best out of all these games because it reached the top 10 in both user and metascore lists. So give Okami a try. If you never played it for the PS2 or the not the GameCube, the Wii, not the GameCube, because I don't know why I picked the GameCube. The Wii version as well. I mean, go check out Okami. I believe this game is probably one of the most... because it's by Capcom. And this was a time when Capcom was still trying. They still were trying to make good games. Lately, it hasn't been the case, but... go check out Okami. That's pretty much it for this episode of Review Space, and until next time, ciao!